I'm sorry, Your Honor. Would you mind spelling that first last name for the benefit of the interpreter, please?
Yes, it's Cadena, and then Restrepo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Would you happen to have a case number for this defendant, Judge?
2021 CF 12404.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. If we could have all of the Orange County attorneys announce their names for the record, starting with State Attorney's Office.
Laura Rojas Glad for the state.
Or Defender.
One on behalf of the Public Defender's Office.
All right. Bless you. All right, so we start with Mr. Cadena Restrepo. How are you doing today?
Muy bien, gracias.
Well, thank you.
All right, you are here today for 2 charges, 2 counts, false imprisonment, domestic violence related, and battery, domestic violence related.
Está aquí en 2 cargos, detención ilegal relacionado a una violencia doméstica y un cargo de agresión relacionado a un cargo de violencia doméstica.
Okay, and there's no one here to talk about your case. I'm gonna go ahead and set the bond at this time. Count 1 is $1,000 and count 2 is $500.
Perfecto.
Perfect.
Your Honor, if we could just take advantage of the fact that the interpreter's here and let him know he has an ICE hold right now, so he will not be able to bond out. Is that confirmed? Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, good. Is he hearing that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
no
For the court's knowledge, my apologies. I just want to make the court aware I am interpreting simultaneously through the headsets.
Oh, perfect. All right, so the no contact with the victim and no return to the scene.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, the next case is Jose Colon, and that is case number 2021 CF 8020.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. You are here for violation of pretrial release, 2 counts, and you'll have to see your division judge for a bond. Public defenders appointed to represent you. The next case is going to be 2020 CF 5962, and that's going to be Ángel Anuel Solis Robles.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so this case, I didn't have any narrative. I'm not sure if it's a failure to appear. Does anybody have some perspective? It was just arrested on an outstanding warrant, but there's nothing. Looks like maybe it was a
That's how I
capious.
interpreted it. It was just a long warrant that had gone unserved for 2 years, and then
All right, well, we're gonna interpret it maybe as a failure to appear. I'm not even sure. I mean, I see the word capious somewhere in this document, so.
Your Honor, they issue a capious per statute after the state files an information. It's a term of art rather than warrant. They say capious. So he
Okay.
never actually failed to appear. This is the first time he's been brought in on this.
Okay, so for $5,000, it looks like his bond is, so we'll set it for 5,000. Probably like an at-large warrant then. Public defenders appointed.
Your Honor, the state would request no contact.
No contact with the victim.
And he also has an immigration detainee.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. I'm out of paper. The move-ups, are they private counsels?
Not that I know of. I don't think so. Your Honor,
Which,
Your Honor, good morning. We have 2 attorneys. Do you want to do
Yes.
the attorneys now before the move-ups, or do you want to do
yes,
the move-ups?
that's what I'm asking about.
And, Your Honor, the interpreter can be excused at this time, Judge?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. You know who they are? All right, Ms. Travis?
Your Honor, I represent the victim in Ronald Miller is the defendant.
Okay.
What type of charge does he have?
Aggravated stalking.
What was the last name again?
Miller.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We have a medical emergency right outside, so I'm gonna pull him out back for a moment.
Okay.
Bill?
While that's happening, if we can get the other defendant name. Hello, Mr. Blair Jackson. How you doing?
Well, Sean Herman?
Herman?
Yeah.
Is it a domestic violence case?
It's not, no.
It's not.
Correct.
Sean Herman.
Okay, Miller is the next step.
Okay. All right, good. So that way we can start finding it. Don't you always, I always feel like you always know the cases that are people here. Oh.
Oh.
I found Miller. Okay. You want him back? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll stand
Take it
there.
to- No, yeah, but I wanted to find your case so we can have it ready.
Okay, sure.
Who is it?
Sean Herman,
Herman?
H-E-R-M-A-N.
And what's the charge?
It's a VOP, it's out of county, Seminole County.
Okay. Gonna be at the bottom of the stack.
That's great. I apologize for no tie. I had this
Nah, hey,
emergency scenario.
aren't all those weekend duty ones just like that?
Did you get Miller?
I found a
Yes.
jacket though. So that's-
That's good. That's good. Don't worry, this is the jail. You don't have to dress up. Even though Miss Travis always dresses up.
If
Nice.
I can ask while we're having a little break.
I need a minute because I have to walk my order.
Oh.
You can talk to me.
I have another case that's set for first appearance tomorrow at 1, and I was told that there is a virtual or telephonic option instead of having to come back here tomorrow, and I was wondering if that was the case.
I wish there was a virtual for me.
It's here at the jail? Is it here at the jail?
Yeah.
Yes, so you'll contact the JA for that judge. I have to see which judge is here tomorrow, and then they'll send you the link. So yeah, you can appear telephonically.
Sweet. Okay, I'll get that done. Is it the normal Judge Gibson tomorrow, or is it still gonna be
I think it's Judge Bain. I just have to verify that it's him, but I think it's him all day tomorrow.
okay, but court's back in session. Not back in session, but I mean, court is open tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Today's the only Jewish holiday. What is it,
Well,
Yom
they should
Kippur?
give everybody Thursday and Friday off,
I know.
you know?
I know. They do have that, what is it, the administrative day, they can use whenever they want to.
Yeah.
Plug it in, right there.
It'll be a good time for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I asked them if we could address it today, and they told me no. So I'm thinking at least a virtual option might save me a second trip. I am enjoying seeing you today, so.
Thank you. Always fun. Today was quite the day. This morning, because I live on the west side, they shut down basically the 408. I was like, it took me an hour and 15 minutes to get to court. I said I could have drove to Gainesville instead.
Wow.
No kidding.
Was it an accident or just?
Yeah, it was a bad accident. I ended up having to go through local roads,
That's terrible.
back ways. I felt like I was like in high school and I didn't want to use my allowance for tolls.
Improvise.
Yes. What you guys got? You ready? No.
Trying to make it swiftly as possible.
Mm-hmm. So if we don't finish at 2 o'clock, it is not my fault. I try.
Is there like something in case management for that?
Oh, well.
File an amended anyways, but you want that one just.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
Date, I'm gonna get in.
Hmm?
I'll do the date.
I was just stamping away, July 10th.
Yeah, Sean Herman, yeah.
He did half and I did the other half.
Are we gonna still take Sean Herman first, or?
Well, I guess you're gonna have to fight Miss Travis. Who's gonna go first?
I'm supposed to be at a luncheon at my office.
You can
Oh,
go ahead.
oh,
And mine will be pretty quick, I think.
That's
so.
fine.
Thank
so
you.
nice, Miss Travis.
I don't have anywhere else to be,
No.
except my house. It's not
Yes,
working.
yes, yes. Well, we'll take you first, Mr.
Thank
Herman.
you. And I actually have federal court this afternoon because they're not closed. So.
What?
What?
Yeah, so,
The federal court is not observing the Jewish holiday?
no.
What's wrong with them?
They observe Columbus Day, though, and some other holidays.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody else does. So, thank you
Mm-hmm.
for doing that.
So, just for the record, I'm from, my parents are from the Dominican Republic, but I always laugh because they say that Puerto Rico, they observe the federal holidays, the state holidays, the U.S. holidays, the Puerto Rico holidays. Like, let's just throw them. I don't know if they celebrate the Jewish holidays, but be nice to live in Puerto Rico. All right, we're ready with Mr. Herman.
Yes,
How you
ma'am.
doing?
I'm doing.
Good. Well, you're happy you got your attorney here next to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you are here today, Mr. Herman, for a violation of probation out of county warrant, and you do not have a bond. So anything, Mr. Jackson?
Yes, John, I'd like to be heard as to the issue of bond. I believe the court would have authority to grant a bond in this matter. And additionally, it's my understanding that Mr. Herman violated his probation with a driving while license suspended without knowledge. And it was a situation where you paid on it, you just paid the
It was
ticket, or?
insurance, and I went in before when I had to show up to court. It was resolved before I got to court.
Okay,
And even my probation officer said it shouldn't have been a problem.
yeah, and so, Judge, I'm actually looking at, and I can forward to the court and to the state, a memorandum issued by the clerk's office to Judge Soto that said on 8/5/21, we received a letter from probation stating the violation was taken care of. Would you like to recall the warrant? Please advise. She said no, but it's pretty clear that the matter was resolved already. So for those reasons, I would respectfully request a reasonable bond be granted in this case.
State?
The burden for a VOP is different than the regular case. So even if the case is dismissed, there can be PC for the violation itself, if the underlying offense was dismissed. So the state will defer to the court.
Okay. All right. Well, normally I would not even try to set a bond for out of county, especially since the judge had the opportunity to recall the warrant and it said no. But ultimately, the driver's license issue was resolved, so that's a good thing, and it was without knowledge. So, and he has counsel that he's retained, so I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll set the bond at, it was smuggling contraband, so I'll set the bond at $500, and he needs to report within 24 hours to probation,
To Seminole County Probation.
Seminole County Probation.
All right, you got that? Okay. That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, good luck.
Thank you very much. Have a
Now,
good
was it
rest of
two
your day.
cases? Or is it just I have two copies?
Pardon?
Is it two cases, or do I have two copies?
I think you may have
One
two
case,
copies.
It's one case? Okay, perfect. I don't want to miss anything. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so now we have Ronald Miller. And Mr. Miller, you have aggravated stalking with a credible threat, written threats to kill and do bodily harm, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. I've had the opportunity to review the arrest affidavit and the narrative in this case. I do find there's probable cause. And I'm gonna, Ms. Travis, do you wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. Jessica Travis on behalf of the victim. The victim would be requesting that Your Honor have a no bond in this case for the following reasons. In the arrest narrative, it does describe that when Mr. Miller found out that there was a cease and desist for his emails and stalkings, he changed his name and his alias and got a fraudulent driver's license and went from Gregory Martin to Ronald Miller. Your Honor, I would ask that based upon that indication of his attempts to conceal his identity, that he needs to remain no bond for the safety of the public and for the victim.
Okay. And appointing a public defender to represent you, Mr. Miller, anything to say, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, just that he's entitled to bond. Nothing regarding these charges would escape that. As far as the identity change, they found him. So as far as being able to track him down, it seems like the police are more than competent and able to, shh, please, Mr. Miller. Your Honor, that being said, he's not a flight risk, Mr. Miller. He's lived here his entire life, Your Honor. Again, they were able to track him down once. Sure, they could do it again if need be.
I got it. All right, so his risk assessment is high. He does not qualify for pretrial release. Despite him being found after he changed his identity based on the history of this case, doesn't mean that he will not try again. And then, therefore, based on the severity of the case, I am going to set a no bond status for counts 1 and 2. And of course, for count 3, I will set the bond at $1,000.
Your Honor, I would just say that's unlawful. What you just did as far as setting, he's entitled to bond. As far as the conditions upon which his release, if the court needs him to report, he could still report to PTR and have a bond. But he is entitled to bond in this case. He can't be held no bond.
He can be held if he's a safety to the community, if he's a danger to the community. There are things that I have to consider when granting a bond in this case. And so based on the facts of this case, the fact that he had an aggravated stalking with a credible threat and written threats to kill, I am finding that he is a threat to the community, and I'm leaving him at the no bond. Now it's without prejudice, he can ask the division judge. Good luck.
Your Honor, as far as the finding the court's relying, is this a proof evident presumption great that he's done harm to the community? Is this...
No, it's just based on the facts of the case, the narrative.
Your Honor, I would just ask that the clerk notice my notice of appearance for representation of the victim for the case and the invocation of Marcy's law.
Okay, thank you. Was she gonna pop in by herself?
No, that's your copy.
No, I know, but do I call it up?
No.
No.
The turn on the television.
Jimmy Hadley.
Hadley. Jimmy Hadley.
Medical? Mental health? All right, so I'm appointing the public defender to represent him. He's here on a trespass of a conveyance. I'm setting the bond at $100. I find that there is probable cause. He also has loitering and prowling and resisting officer without violence.
Your Honor, I believe he's been found incompetent. Sorry, we jumped ahead in those 2 pending cases. Oh, I apologize, Your Honor, that's Mr. White.
Okay. So he also has loitering and prowling and resisting officer without violence. The bond is set at $100 each, and I'm appointing a public defender to represent him as well.
Oh, dang.
Paul Abandon.
Mental health, Your Honor.
All right. I'm appointing a public defender to represent Mr. Abandon, and his bond is set at $500,
Your Honor, we'd asked if we could roll this.
and that's denied. Bond is set at $500, and no contact with any witnesses in this case and no return to the scene.
Your Honor, we'd object to being appointed in this case until an affidavit of insolvency has been filled out.
Okay, well, I'm provisionally appointing you. And Robert Anthony White.
He refused, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
He refused.
He refused, okay. All right, well, he has a new law violation for trespass on property after warning. I'm appointing the public defender to represent him, setting his bond at $500. But he was already out on bond for trespass on property after warning.
He's on conditional release, Your Honor, not to cut you off, but he's been found incompetent in case 2019 MM009493 AO.
Okay,
We'd ask the court to make a continued finding of incompetence or at a minimum release him on the same conditional release plan that he was released on by Judge Allen.
all right, state.
They would object to a finding, a continuance of the finding of incompetence. The state has, the state can request their own evaluation, and we have no evaluation to review at this time. The state would request just a bond being set and then the division handle it.
One moment, Your Honor, if I could briefly respond. It's not about evaluations at this point. He's been found incompetent. So until there's a finding of competency being restored, then the state can make the objection. But right now, that objection is unsubstantiated.
All right, incompetency follows a defendant. So at this time, we'll add the same conditions of incompetency for the release, not findings of incompetent, but based on case 2020 MM452180 and the representations of the public defender's office.
Oh, I
And
apologize, Your Honor. It's 2019
there's, oh, so he hasn't been found incompetent in 2020 MM?
They haven't filed on that case yet, Your Honor.
Okay. So 2019 MM 9493AO, but he was released on 2020 MM. What were the conditions of release on that case?
It was just ROR'd, Your Honor. I think he hit the 30 days.
Okay.
Or potentially
What were the conditions on 2019 MM?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I misspoke. They did file on that case. Then Judge McGinnis granted ROR.
I'm sorry?
Judge McGinnis granted ROR in the 2020 case.
Okay. In the 2019 case?
In the 19 case, he was still found incompetent.
I know, but what are the conditions of release? You asked me to do the same thing. I want to make sure we have it on the record.
It's defendant shall attempt to find outpatient or inpatient treatment to assist with something, restoring competency, I believe. I'm having difficulty reading this order, Your Honor. It's handwritten. Defendant shall maintain his current residence and inform the public defender of any changes in residence. Defendant shall attend next hearing. And then the report is counsel.
All right. So as for this case, based on finding of incompetence in the 2019 MM 9493, we'll go ahead and ROR the defendant in the new law violation. However, he shall also attempt to find inpatient or outpatient treatment while out on release, and that's it.
No action on the out on bond, Your Honor?
No action.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The next case we have is Arthur D. Cosi. Mr. Cosi, how you doing today?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
All right. Hold on, let me get to your sheet. And you are here today for burglary of a dwelling, grand theft in the third degree, trespass of a structure or conveyance. I have reviewed the police report in this case, the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause on all 3 counts. I'm appointing a defendant to represent you, and your bonds will be as follows. Count 1, $5,000. Count 2, $150, and count 3, $100. Good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am.
How that shakes out too, right?
That's all I have. But are we on? Do you know we're on? Did I have to press something over here? What am I calling? Oh, then I have to do this video conference.
Welcome to an Kano meeting. You are entering the meeting now.
I'll hear somebody. Hello, somebody there?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
All right, Julie.
Do you see me?
No.
Okay, where the heck is my, sorry, where is my,
Oh, it's-
oh, yeah, it seems like my video is on. Yep, my video's on.
Oh, hold on. We gotta do it over here. Maybe, I don't know. Hold on. We are trying.
Okay. Technology, huh?
I know. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Terrific.
Just over here, this way, facing this one.
Well, he can't face that way because then he can't see me.
Okay, I thought that was the camera. Where is the camera?
Well, oh, he sees me there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see myself on the screen there. Okay.
All right, perfect. So is this Raul Rosa?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Rosa.
Good afternoon, too.
And Julie, have you been sworn in?
I have not.
Okay. All right. Raise your right hand, Julie. You swear or affirm that you're going to translate or do sign language? I don't know, you were busy on the phone. So you
That's
swear to
good
God?
enough, Judge.
Yes.
I do. I do. Julie Balassa, nationally certified interpreter.
All right. So, Mr. Rosa, you are here for battery. It is domestic in nature. I have reviewed the arrest affidavit.
No, 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 no. I didn't. I was just trying to hold somebody because they were trying to hit me.
Okay. Well, you'll get a chance to talk to your attorney later. And tell them what your defenses are. But for now, have we had any contact with the victim? I don't see anybody there.
Oh, I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to say anything. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No contact with the victim, Your Honor.
Okay. So at this time, I'm going to order a bond in the amount of $500 for you not to return to the scene and for you to have no contact with the victim.
Oh, wow. I don't have $500. I don't have.
Okay, well, I'm out of order here. Does he qualify for pretrial release?
He didn't, Your Honor.
He does not.
I haven't started working. I don't have $500.
Yes. We'll set the bond at $100.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm starting a new job next week.
Okay, well, good luck to you.
And no return, you said, Judge?
Yes. Do you have any of your personal property there?
I have my own house. I have my own house. No, all my things are at my house. No, I have my own home.
Perfect.
No, there was a lease there at that house, but I really live at this other house. So, no, I'm not going to have any contact with that person.
Perfect. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Always a pleasure to see you, Julie. You have a great day.
Same here. Bye-bye.
I want to learn sign language so bad. All right, Rodney Jackson. All right, good afternoon, Mr. Jackson. Good afternoon. You are here today for battery, domestic violence in nature, committing strangulation, aggravated battery on a pregnant person, false imprisonment, and grand theft in the third degree. No one has showed up here to give any input. I have reviewed the arrest affidavit. I'm the one that issued the warrant in this case. So your bonds will be set as follows. For count 1, I'm setting your bond at $5,000. Count 2, $5,000. Count 3, $1,000, and count 4, $1,000. No contact with the victim, no return to the scene. No possession of any firearms or weapons. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, would the court consider setting subsidiary bonds in counts 2 through, was it 4? He's already expressed to me that he's getting help from his parents to post the bond. The $1,000 is going to come, they're going to pay a bondsman $100 for each of those counts, and they're never going to see it again. If we set a subsidiary, they could pay those. They still have to go to a bondsman, so we still have that connection control.
Subsidiary bonds for counts, I would do that for 2 and 3, not for 3 and 4, not for 2.
Understood, Your Honor.
So we could set the bond for 3 and 4 at $100 each.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Carol Massey. And I don't think I said it earlier, but if you have any challenges or probable cause, let me know in the beginning. I just wanted to say that 'cause I didn't say it earlier. We have Ms. Massey, and she has battery on a person 65 years or older and domestic violence battery, and nobody's here on her behalf. And Ms. Massey, I have reviewed your affidavit. I do find there's probable, what's she doing? What is she saying?
Sorry.
Okay, I don't think that has anything to do with me. All right. Does that have anything to do with us? No, all right. So bond is set as follows. Count 1, 5,000. Count 2, 500. No contact with the victim, no return to the scene. That's it. Good luck to you, public defendant appointed.
No return. Okay. She lives there too, right?
No, she lives in different property.
Your Honor.
They don't live together?
No.
No, different houses on the
Different
same
houses.
property.
All right, so no contact with the victim then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Dross Perryman. All right, we have Mr. Perryman. Good afternoon. You're here for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence in nature. And I did review your affidavit. I do find there's probable cause. The bond is set at 5,000. You are not to have any contact with the victim or any witnesses. You are not to be in possession of any firearms or weapons. And you cannot return to the scene. Do you have any of your personal effects there at the residence? You say yeah?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so one-time pickup with law enforcement. Public defenders appointed. Joseph Reyes. What happened? What are you, who are you calling?
Creole.
Mr. Reyes is Creole?
No. I'm calling. just-
Okay. All right, Mr. Reyes, how you doing today? Good. All right, I've had the opportunity to review your arrest affidavit. I do find there's probable cause in this case. I'm ordering your bond as follows. Count 1 is 1,000, count 2 is 1,000, and count 3 is 1,000. Now, you were out on bond. I would normally not take any actions if they're not related, but yours is sort of related in that it is of violence. So at this time, I'm revoking your bond on 2020 CF 957080. You'll have to see your division judge for a new bond. Good luck to you.
Creole interpreter. is
Public
on the line.
defender is appointed.
Your Honor, as far as contact, is the court imposing any contact restrictions?
No contact with the victim and no return to her place of residence. Comply with DCF orders.
So no contact with victim and do not return to scene.
Yes.
Said back.
The Creole interpreter is on the line. I'm gonna transfer them now.
Okay.
Pause, move the phone. Don't use the phone.
Is this the Creole? He doesn't look like he speaks Creole.
We just have to let them know.
Who is it? This one? Baptiste?
It's 2 of them.
Oh, two of them. All right, well, let's just do this guy first. Michael Vasquez Villas? Okay. You are here today for false imprisonment, dating violence. I have reviewed your affidavit. You do not qualify for the public defender. Your bond will be set as follows: 1,500 for count 1, no contact with the victim, and no return to her place of residence. No, this is not for you, ma'am. Good luck. All right.
Money, you have to go hire an attorney.
All right, Madam Interpreter, have you been sworn in already?
Don't use a third.
Who was saying what? Is that her?
That was the Creole.
Madam Creole Interpreter, can you hear me? Juste Baptiste?
He's coming, Your Honor.
Okay. Do I have to hit teleconference?
No, she was there. Because it automatically picks up.
Well, hopefully we get out of here by 3 o'clock. Boy.
Yes.
When I got out of here, I'm sure my warrant queue is gonna be overfilling. Normally, the warrants are coming in like hotcakes during the daytime. All right. Let's have him step aside while we work on this Creole interpreter situation. And we'll call Mel Williams. All right, Mr. Williams, how you doing today?
Good, man.
Great. You are here today for aggravated assault with a firearm. The victim has not come here to talk about your case. And so I'm going to set your bond as follows after I have made a determination of probable cause. Appointing public defender to represent you. Your bond will be as follows. It'll be $10,000 for count 1, no contact with the victim, and no return to the scene.
Okay, you say $10,000?
Yes, sir.
How much that'd be like,
$1,000.
1,000?
Your Honor, can we impose no weapons or firearms?
Oh, yes, no weapons or firearms.
Your Honor, would the court consider a $5,000 bond? He said that he'd be able to afford that.
State, do you wish to be heard?
The state objects based on the severity of the charge and the fact that we do not have a victim present.
Okay, yes, I did think that I know you're presumed innocent, but the facts of the case were intense, and the statement made to law enforcement officer is also intense, so 10,000 it is.
So that'd be 1,000? All right, I can pay that.
Good luck to you. I'm sorry?
For the next gentleman.
Okay. Chaston Benjamin.
So I call for the bond. So I know when to get it.
They'll tell you. They have lists.
All right, Mr. Benjamin, how you doing today?
Doing very well, thank you.
Great, great. All right, we have somebody here, ma'am. What's your name?
Sophia.
Sophia. All right, Sophia, are you afraid of Mr. Benjamin?
Yes.
Yes. Do you wish to have contact with him?
No.
No. All right. So at this time, Mr. Benjamin, I'm going to set your bond at $500. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. You are to have no contact with the victim. You are not to return to the scene or visit her place of residence. Good luck to you. Public defender is appointed to represent you. Thank you, ma'am. Joseph Bond. All right, Mr. Bond, good afternoon. You are here today for domestic violence battery and resisting officer without violence. I did have the opportunity to review your affidavit. I'm setting your bond as follows: $500 for count 1 and $100 for count 2. You are to have no contact with the victim and no return to the scene. Do you have any of your personal effects there?
No.
No? Good.
Yes, I do live there.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right, so you could have one-time return with law enforcement officers to pick up your stuff. You do not qualify for the public defender. Good luck to you.
Not qualified. What did you put on your app? Your Honor, he said that he can't afford bond.
Yeah, I got no.
I don't, with the affidavit of insolvency, I don't know if.
They say he doesn't qualify for public defender. Good luck.
Whatever you put on your affidavit of insolvency.
Gisela Cano. Didn't the paper say that he didn't qualify? That's what it said. Okay. That was going crazy. All right, Ms. Cano, how are you doing today?
Hi.
Good. All right, you have somebody here, and this must be the victim. Where was his name? I should write this stuff down. Is this your name, sir?
George?
Who? Your name?
George Groff?
All right. Who's the victim in this case? You want to have contact with Ms. Cano?
We have a child together, so there has to be some contact.
You have what?
We have a child together, so I believe there needs to be some contact.
Okay, well, I can order no hostile contact if that's what you want.
I would request maintain separate residence, if that's okay.
Yes? All right. So we'll go ahead and order no hostile contact, maintain separate residences, okay? Now, do you need to go get your stuff? from his residence?
Probably, yes.
All right, so I'll have a one-time return with law enforcement.
Your Honor, she can qualify for straight pretrial release.
Okay, pretrial release it is.
Your Honor, may the state inquire?
Yes?
Sir, are you afraid of her?
Not physically. She, slightly,
Yes?
yes.
Okay, that's all I had.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, no hostile contact. Good luck. Diamond Donaldson.
Oh, Your Honor, what was the bond?
PTR.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Donaldson, how are you doing today?
Good.
Good. All right, I have reviewed the arrest affidavit in your case. I do find that there's probable cause. I'm setting your bond at $500. You should have no contact with the victim. Do you need to return to the scene to get any of your personal effects?
Yes.
Okay, you have a one-time with law enforcement, public defender?
Your Honor, the victim slash co-defendant, Jeffrey Kelly, is here as well.
I don't see him here.
Well, he's in the, because he's a defendant. too.
Oh.
And she qualifies, Your Honor, for straight pretrial release.
Okay, we can do straight PTR. I need to get back on my little list here. Let's see. Straight PTR, and have PTR talk to the other party. Do they want to have contact? PTR?
We don't usually ask them at the interview about contact because it's usually kind of discussed in court. Sometimes they bring both defendants up.
Your Honor,
Sure, let's go ahead and bring him in.
this time she doesn't want to have contact. We'd have no objection to a no contact order.
Okay, so no contact. So then whose house is it?
His friend, I'm not sure.
I'm sorry?
It was his friend's house, I'm not sure.
Okay, so no contact, no return to the scene.
My car is there.
Your car is there, so one time with law enforcement to pick up your personal effects. Good luck.
So that was no contact with victim, one-time return, and do not return to the scene?
Just one time, yeah. Just, do not return to the scene. Okay, I'm finally back where I need to be. Okay. Andres Gaviria.
No, later, just right now, you're fine. Don't worry.
Andres Gaviria. All right, Mr. Gaviria, how are you doing today? Okay, we have somebody here on your behalf. Ma'am, what is your name?
Christine Silva.
All right, are you afraid of the defendant?
No, ma'am.
Do you want to have contact with the defendant?
Yes, please.
Were you guys living together?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so state any questions?
The state requests no hostile contact.
Okay.
And he qualifies for pretrial release, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll order pretrial release at this time. No hostile contact with the victim. Okay? Do you understand that? No fighting with the victim while you're out on, while this case is pending?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. He does not qualify for the public defender. Crystal Hill.
Still been provisionally appointing them.
I don't know, because you just put those things on there. I don't mind appointing them. All right, Crystal Hill. How are you doing today? Great.
Fine, ma'am.
Good. All right, well, you're here today for domestic violence battery. I have reviewed your arrest affidavit. I do find that there's probable cause. I'm ordering that you have no contact with the victim, and I just had questions about the residence, because is that your house? Is your daughter living there? Are they both arrested? I think I did see.
They're both arrested, Your Honor.
All right, do you want to have contact with?
I do want contact with my daughter, please.
Okay.
My daughter.
All right, so I'll go ahead and order no hostile contact.
Yes, please, thank you.
Good luck to you. Public defender appointed.
I'm sorry, what was the bond, Your Honor?
500.
Your Honor, just for clarification, my client informed me she wasn't arrested. I saw that they listed on their defendant too, so I assumed that she was. I just want to make,
They may have forwarded to the state attorney's office.
I think that, yeah.
All right, so that's fine. You can return, no hostile contact, okay?
No hostile contact.
No
Bond
hostile.
is 500.
500.
Okay, and then the Creole interpreter's on the line.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
might hang up again. So.
All right, Madam Interpreter. Still not on there.
It's gonna pick up.
Madam Interpreter?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, let's go ahead and we have two cases for you. The first one is Merhuste Baptiste.
Okay, Mahouz Baptiste. Okay. Allô, bonjour.
Bonjour, madame.
Moi, son interprète m'a traduit pour vous.
Merci, madame.
All right, and Madam
Okay, thank you,
Interpreter,
ma'am.
you have been sworn in, correct?
No.
All right.
Font-il parler?
solemnly swear to translate?
No, I have not.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm to translate from Haitian Creole to English, from English to Haitian Creole, to the best of your ability?
I swear.
Thank you. Please state your name for the record.
Davina Rodriguez. IDHCDR.
All right, so Mr. Baptiste, you are currently on active state probation, sex offender probation, and you are also a violence offender of special concern. You are here today.
Mr. Baptiste. Okay. Please, can you make short sentences and pause to allow me to accurately? Okay.
Yes.
Ok, Monsieur Baptiste, ou sous en probation active et que ou yo considère autant un monde qui violent tout.
You are here today for violation of probation.
Je dis ou là parce que ou violer probation ça. Ou pas respecter probation.
I'm appointing the public defender to represent you.
Moi mettez un défendeur public pour l'aider ou pour le défendre nous.
And your bond will be considered by your division judge.
Et c'est juge division qui a décidé sous caution.
Good luck to you.
Bonne chance.
All right, the next case is going to be Nona Ledger.
Ok. Nona Léger. Allô, bonjour, Nona Léger. Bonjour, Nona Léger. Monsieur interprète là, m'a traduit pour.
She's not here yet. She's
Oh,
coming.
okay.
She's coming.
Okay.
Sir, do you need an interpreter as well?
No.
No, okay. All right, Miss Ledger, we have an interpreter here for you. Can you hear her on the loudspeaker?
Miss Léger, nous avons un interprète pour. Est-ce qu'on attendait le speaker?
Oui.
All right, you are here. Okay, you are here today for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and domestic violence battery.
Ou la jodi parce que ou la pour une attaque grave avec yon zam qui a blessé moun. And can you repeat the second one, please?
Domestic violence battery.
Et ou la pour batterie sous domestique violence domestique.
Okay.
Violence domestique.
We also have, I believe, your stepson here.
Yes.
Nous gen la tout beau fils ou.
Sir, can you please state your name?
Jerry.
Garrett?
Garrett.
Monsieur Cadino.
Okay. Are you currently afraid of your stepmother?
No.
Est-ce qu'on peut belle-mère?
Do you want to have contact with her?
Non-hostile, of course.
Ou est-ce qu'on est en contact avec elle?
I wasn't trying to press charges. I just felt like she needed to get mental help.
Okay. All right. Interpreter. And do you want her to return back to the residence, or do you want to maintain separate residences?
I'm gonna leave the residence.
I'm sorry?
She can return.
Okay. But you're going to maintain separate residences, correct?
Yes.
All right. Miss Translator, you translating?
OK. Alors, est-ce qu'on veut retourner dans la caille là ou bien ou voulez pour nous rester dans la caille séparée? Li dit, m'a quitté caille là, li met retourner dans la caille là lui-même.
So I'm ordering the bonds as follows. Count 1, $5,000.
Et m'a order et caution, première, c'est pour $5,000.
Your Honor, she qualifies for PTR.
She qualifies for PTR? Okay. So we'll do PTR for both counts.
N'a fait PTR pour tous deux comptes yo.
No hostile contact with the victim.
Aucun contact avec victime non.
And maintain separate residences.
Your Honor, state requests no weapons.
Bi rete dans caille différent, pas rete dans même caille.
And no weapons.
Et aucun zam.
She's saying guns in Creole, and it doesn't matter.
Any weapons, knives or guns.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay. If it's not, there's no other way for me to translate it if you do not specify, because Creole is a dialect. It's not like.
All right, no possession of any knives or guns.
Okay. Si gordon ken zam la kayou ou bien couteau.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, bonne chance.
Oh, that's why I'm like, where is this lady's stuff? All right, disconnect from the interpreter. That's all today, ma'am. Thank
Anything
you.
else? Thank you for using our service. Have a nice day.
You too. All right, the next person we have is Jeffrey Kelly. Hello, Mr. Kelly. You are here today for battery, dating violence. And there's nobody here. So I have reviewed your arrest affidavit. I do find that there's probable cause for the charge.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. And let's see. You do not qualify for pretrial release. Setting your bond at $500. No contact with the victim. No return to the scene. You could have a one-time return with law enforcement to pick up your personal effects. And your prior case was a possession of a firearm by convicted felon. I'm revoking your bond on that case, and you'll have to see your division judge for a bond.
Your Honor, what was the case number on that, please?
That is CF 21808980.
Thank you.
Thank you.
PD is appointed in that case.
PD is appointed. Joseph Marsden. All right, Mr. Marsden, you do not qualify for pretrial release. There's nobody here to talk about the case. I do find that there's probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. Your bond is as follows. It's $500, no contact with the victim, and no return to the scene. You can have a one-time return to pick up your personal effects. Good luck to you. All right, Jason Neal.
Yes. 500.
right, Mr. Neal. You are here today for domestic violence battery. I do find that there's probable cause in the arrest affidavit. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. This is your mom, I think. Was that your mom that this case was against, I believe? She's not here, so I have to order no contact with the victim and no return to the scene. You're gonna have a one-time return with law enforcement to pick up your personal effects.
No.
Okay?
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I missed that. What is the bond set at?
500.
I can't.
It's $100.
I can't afford it. I have no money. Please.
Shira Purnell.
Your Honor, she's medical, that was our medical emergency.
Oh, that was the person. All right, and this is when I have a sisters. All right, so we'll go ahead and set the bond at $500 at this time, and appoint a defender to represent her. In the meantime, no return to the scene.
Your Honor, she qualifies for PTR. I wouldn't want her to miss that opportunity.
Okay. I have no here on my paper.
Yeah, we updated that, Your Honor. She no longer qualifies for pretrial release.
Okay. I don't know if the attorney heard you. Count. Sure. Co-defender, they updated. She no longer qualifies for PTR. It's a bond at 500. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Michael Weiland. All right, you do not qualify for the public defender. I'm gonna go ahead and appoint them provisionally.
And Your Honor, he does qualify for pretrial release.
And you qualify for pretrial release. So go ahead and grant pretrial release on your dating, stalking, violence. I do find that there's probable cause. You are not to have any contact with the victim. Good luck to you. All right, Mr. Gerber Sadik.
Your Honor, who's mental health?
Okay. Well, I'll waive his appearance. He is here for grand theft. I'm appointing the public defender to represent him. I do find that there's probable cause for grand theft. The bond is being set at $1,000. His out-on bond case is not related, so I'll take no action. Crystal Brazilete Tate.
Brazil Tate, yes, ma'am.
Brazil Tate. All right, you are here today for possession of a prazolam. I did review your arrest affidavit. I do find there's probable cause. I'm setting your bond at $500, and I'm appointing the public defender to represent you.
May I speak to you?
Okay.
Right.
You are represented now, so I don't need you to talk about your case.
Can I have him? Can I have him talk to you?
No.
Your Honor, would the court consider PTR in this case?
She does not qualify for PTR.
Is that? Hold on. Your Honor, we would ask for the court to consider lowest possible bond. She can't afford any bond in this case, Your Honor. Additionally, we think that there's going to be a strong, probable cause motion to suppress in this case. The needle is not per se contraband. The officer used that needle as the basis. We understand the court does not consider that now, but the court does consider the strength of the case moving forward. In light of that, Your Honor, I think that we all see there's a pretty good, I know. Okay. Your Honor, there's.
I'll reduce it to $250.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Thomas Copper.
We'll talk.
Is it Cowper?
Later about that.
All right, Mr. Cowper.
Call Moncrief, they'll work with you.
I already talked to you. Crystal, step out, Crystal.
No, they didn't have bond before. They will now. No, call them, they'll work with you. Trust me.
Cowper, how are you doing today?
Fine, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm appointed public defender to represent you. You're here today for grand theft in the 3rd degree. I do find that there's probable cause in the arrest affidavit, and your bond is set at $1,000. You do not qualify for pretrial release. Good luck to you. Justin Cox. All right, Mr. Cox, you are currently here. He bonded. All right, Richard David. All right, Mr. David, how are you doing today?
Good.
All right. I have reviewed your arrest affidavit. I do find that there's a probable cause.
Your Honor, we would make a probable cause challenge on this ground. He was never caught in possession of a firearm. It was in an open area. He denied ever having ownership of the firearm. The officer never saw him with the firearm. At this point in time, we don't believe that there's enough to establish.
Okay, response?
Your Honor, this is a constructive possession case. He was hiding in a small area, and once he was removed from the area right where his hands were located, the gun was found.
Okay. All right, so the court does find that there's probable cause in this case. The bond is set as follows. Count 1, 2,000, and count 2, 100. You are to possess no firearms or weapons while out on bond, and no return to the scene. Mr. Dent?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. You are here today for petty theft with 2 prior convictions. I have reviewed your arrest affidavit. I do find that there's probable cause. Your bond is set at $1,000. The public defender is appointed. Now, you were already out on bond for petty theft on case number 2021 CF 9317A. And 2021 CF 9048A. So I'm revoking those bonds, and you can talk to your division judge about a bond in those cases.
What was the second case number, Your Honor?
Oops, hold on, let me go back. It is 2021 CF 9048AO.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Public defender is appointed to represent you. Matt Lynn Green.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. I'm appointing a public defender to represent you. You are here today for failure to appear, and you'll have to see your division judge to get a bond, okay? Good luck to you. Devion Hargrove. Mr. Hargrove? Is that you?
Daniel Hernandez.
The inmate number. Right there. 21021741.
Bonded, Your Honor.
Okay. Daniel Hernandez. You are here today for failure to appear. Your division judge has given you bonds. The bonds are as follows. Count 1, 2,000, count 2, 2,000, and count 3, 2,000. Good luck to you. Public defender is appointed to represent you. All right, Sean Holton. All right, Mr. Holton, you are here today for traffic in fentanyl, 4 grams or more, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. I have reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find that there's probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. Your bond is as follows. Count 1, $5,000. Count 2, $100. You are not to be in possession of any drugs while on probation. They're not by prescription. Good luck to you.
What was the second count?
The second count. You mean the amount or the
amount
count?
for count 2, yes, Your Honor.
Possession of a firearm by convicted felon.
What was the amount of bond?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
$100.
100?
Yes.
Thank you.
Your Honor, would the court consider reducing the bond in this case? This is a similar argument to the probable cause motion to suppress that I envisioned down the road happening in this case. The needle does not equate to probable cause. I could go buy a needle at CVS and put it in my car. Doesn't mean a cop could go start searching. That being said, Your Honor, we think it's going to be sweetener that comes back from FDLE and not fentanyl. So this might be an embarrassing thing for long down the road. In light of that, Judge, we'd be asking for a lower bond amount.
All right. Well, ultimately, I don't know how I'll probably reducing. I'll reduce it to 2,000. All right, the next case is gonna be Dion Knox. All right, Mr. Knox, is an at-large warrant for you. You have count 1, Rico, conduct of participation in an enterprise through pattern of racketeering activity. Your bond is at $100,000. And conspiracy to commit Rico, and the bond is at $100,000. $200,000 is your total bond, no other conditions. Oh, do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or controlled substances without a valid prescription.
Your Honor, he expressed that he might be able to afford something in the ballpark of $8,000 to a bondsman. That would be about $80,000. Would the court consider that?
Your Honor, he would have to prove that the bond money came from a legitimate source.
So do you have no objection to that?
I do have an objection. Just in the alternative, he would have to prove that it came from a legitimate source.
Okay. All right, this is considered by a different judge, and they found that it was appropriate at $100,000. I'm gonna leave that. If you wanna request a reduction, you can go to the division judge. On the warrant, let me see. Oh, no contact directly with any victims or co-defendants or witnesses.
Are you putting the condition on there for verification of funds?
No.
No, okay.
All right, next person, Perry Letsom. All right, Mr. Letsom, you are here today for violation of condition of pretrial release. You'll have to see your division judge for a bond. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you, and I'm taking no action on your case that you're out on bond, which is 2021 MM 6263AO. All right, the next person is David Martinez. All right, you do not qualify for pretrial release. I have reviewed your arrest affidavit. I do find there's probable cause for counts 1, 2, and 3, possession of methamphetamine or ecstasy, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Your bonds are as follows: count 1, 1,000; count 2, 1,000; and count 3, $100. The public defender is appointed to represent you. Good luck.
Your Honor, he indicated he's homeless. He won't be able to afford any financial bond in this case. Would the court consider conditions of non-monetary release if he has to check in PTR?
He doesn't qualify for PTR. Don't want this kicked back. I mean, they're drug related. There might be some dependency issues. So based on that, and he's homeless, I'll set the bond at $500 for count 1, $500 for count 2, and $100 for count 3. Tracy Roberts. All right. Mr. Roberts, you're here today for possession of cannabis with intent to sell and deliver, and possession of drug paraphernalia. You do not qualify for pretrial release. Your bonds will be as follows: $1,000 for count 1 and $100 for count 2. Public defender is appointed to represent you, and good luck. Yesenia Rosario. All right, Ms. Rosario, you are here today because you failed to appear in court. You have two cases, CF 04144 and 2020 CF 7796. In the first case, your judge has set the bond as follows: count 1, 1,000; count 2, 500; count 3, 500; and count 4, 500. In the second case, the judge has set the bond at $1,000. The public defender is appointed to represent you, and good luck. Raymond Rossi,
Bonded.
bonded. Marlon Sequiera.
Mental health.
All right, Mr. Sequiera is here for grand theft in the 3rd degree and waiving his appearance. His appointing public defender to represent him. His bond is set at $1,000. I do find that there's probable cause. Laura Stott.
Refuse.
Refused.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to do this, but we would challenge probable cause on the Sequeira matter. There's nothing to indicate that the iPhone 11 is worth $1,000.
You said that there's nothing about it being worth $1,000?
Correct, Your Honor. Just technology depreciates. It's not the latest version. There's not enough substantial facts to charge this as grand theft, in my opinion, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Well, that's definitely a defense for trial, but as for probable cause, there is a victim who states that her phone was valued at $1,000, so we do find that there's probable cause and the bond is at $1,000. Okay. The next case we have is Laura Stacks.
She refused.
She refused, and the bond, she's here for failure to appear. Her bond is set at $1,000. Public defender is appointed to represent her. All right. Leonidas Campuzano.
I think she has another
No.
case.
She's just here on the FTA.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Judge, I'm screwing you.
It's okay.
Sorry.
All right, so Ms. Campuzano, you're here today for failure to appear, and your bond is set by your division judge at $2,000. The public defender is appointed to represent you. Good luck. Christopher Dalmond. Okay, you probably bonded, but let's look it up. 21021740.
Bonded.
Bonded. Okay. Lydia Morris. Don't have her. She probably bonded too, but let's double check. Survey says 21021747.
Bonded.
Okay, bonded. And what about James Taylor? That's you? Hi, Mr. Taylor. How are you doing today?
Good, Your Honor. How about yourself?
Very well, very well. Well, you're here today for moving traffic violation, driving license suspended.
Your Honor.
Rivel.
I'm so sorry. He bonded on that traffic case already, so he just has to out of county.
Uh-oh. All right, so there's the news. You paid your bond, you were released, but you have your out-of-county warrant, and there you have to see your, there's no bond, so you have to see your division judge, okay? Have a nice trip.
Your Honor, can we get appointed on the traffic case that happened here?
Yes.
Yes. You are appointed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck.
Supposed to be for me,
You appointed the PD.
Yes.
COVID's free
Yes.
stuff. They're pretty quick. They're not slow. They're a lot faster.
All right. Philip Clark,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you doing today?
Fine, Your Honor.
Great. Well, you are here today for petty theft. I have reviewed your affidavit. I do find that there's probable cause, and your bond is set at $250. Public defender is appointed to represent you. You do not qualify for PTR. Good luck.
Friday was terrible. Fury.
Is there an offer on this case? With the court?
Your Honor, I don't get my social security check until Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe. I could, you know, if you can give me a chance to get out on OR, I can maybe work something out. Please.
Stated offer?
Not at this time.
All right. I understand your situation, sir, but at this time, what did I set the bond at? You didn't have a 250. I don't know what your history is. I can set your bond at $100 and see what you can do. Good luck. Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
I-
Good luck. David Farrenew. Hi, Mr. Farrenew. How are you doing today?
Yeah, how are you, ma'am?
Good, good, good. All right, you are here today for a hold on a second. I had to paperclip this stuff. You have a few cases. Oh, that's not you? Yeah, that is you. Okay. So first of all, you're out on bond for battery. And then you have a new law violation, which is also a battery.
Hold on. Could you repeat that?
Okay, hold on, let me go back. I want to see it. I have my notes here, but you're out on probation, you're out on bond for battery. Here it is. And then we have, that's the battery. Then you have an out-of-county warrant. That's what it is. So I'm gonna take no action on your bond case, but you do not have a bond for the out-of-county warrant. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you.
Is there any way you'd be able to resolve it?
That's nuts.
So we're appointed on one of yours.
All right.
I got a case. You're good.
So what happened was,
Hold on a second.
his battery case, which he's out on bond, was endorsed by the bondsman, but he never went to IAs on that case. So that's why you're seeing it as a case that he needed to be IA'd on. Yeah, like they did that out on bond. And then the bondsman came over and endorsed it, but we still have to keep that FAT on there just in case the judge want to revoke it and put it at no bond. Then we'll put the endorsed case at a no bond.
So technically, he came in on this, he bonded out. So the bond is off the bond. So now that's why it's here. So you're like eyeing him for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so nobody's paid the bond?
The
No, he
bond
didn't.
was paid, but when I got arrested, I contacted the bondsman and she kept the money. She just pulled the bond because she knew I had a violation. So she just pulled the bond, but my bond has been paid. I bonded out, no problem. But she basically just pulled it back whenever she was notified as soon as I was arrested.
So she came off your bond.
Say that
She
again?
endorsed your bond.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, she endorsed it, and I actually had the payment back. I do have the payment.
She gave you your money back?
Yes, ma'am. She gave me the money back because, of course, I have no bond for the violation of probation.
Okay, I get it. All right, so what I'll do is you probably want to stay in to get time, but.
No, I have a child. I'm the only provider of my home.
Well, no, I know, because I can't do anything about your VOP. You have to see your division judge, but you can be ROR'd on this case.
Okay.
All right?
You gonna RR the battery case?
Yes.
And, okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Francisco Fuentes.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Fuentes, you're here today for trespassing.
Well, I wasn't really trespassing. I just.
I'm appointing the public defender to represent you in this case. I do find there's probable cause. I'm setting your bond at $100. $100.
Okay, I gotta pay my way or?
Hold on, we gotta take a break. Hello, Judge Laurent. Yes. I'm afraid of what my queue's gonna look like. All right, so did we already do him?
Your Honor, the state graciously offered a credit time served offer for Mr. Fuentes he'd like to accept.
Do you have a plea form filled out already?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so you go ahead and do that while I go look at this emergency warrant. I'll be back. Oh my goodness, I'm so old. John Roberts.
Your paper. This is Mr. Fuentes, Your Honor. Where's your paper?
Oh, plea. Here we go. Francisco Fuentes?
Read it and
All right, so Mr. Fuentes, where's the plea form? Do we have a plea form?
I may have grabbed it, Your Honor.
All that time I was gone?
It's somewhere, Your Honor. I got a lot of paperwork on.
Does he have 2 days credit?
Yes.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we're ready to proceed with the plea in this case.
Can I have the plea form?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreed disposition is adjudication of guilt, credit time served, court costs, 2 days credit. Yeah, it's fine. They don't.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes. That's fine. All right, Mr. Fuentes, I'm showing you this plea form. I'm sure you can't read it from here, but it's in the red signature. Was that your signature?
Huh?
Can you speak English?
Yeah, I speak English.
Okay. So is this your signature in the bottom of this plea form?
Yeah.
Okay. Prior to signing this plea form, did you have the opportunity to review this plea form with your attorney?
Okay.
Did you? Did you review this with your attorney?
Yeah.
All right. Do you understand that you're entering a plea today to the charge of trespassing?
Uh-huh.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
How do you wish to plead to the charge of trespassing?
Well,
Huh? No contest or guilty?
guilty because I was supposed to walk through there.
Okay. All right. So, did anyone force you, threaten you, or coerce you to enter into this plea?
Oh, no. That street, you walk from one side to the other, but there's a supermarket. You don't want
No, I'm saying, is anybody forcing you to do this?
Please.
Taking the plea, okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medication?
No.
All right. So this time I'm accept your plea to guilty to the charge of trespassing. I'm sentencing you as follows. I find that you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily after having the opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney. I'm sentencing you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for time served for 2 days that you've already spent. All fines and court costs you shall be responsible to pay within a year. You have 30 days to appeal judgment and sentence. It must be in writing. If you cannot afford an attorney, will be appointed to you, and good luck. Yes. All right, John Roberts. Good afternoon, Mr. Roberts. How are you doing today?
I could be better.
I bet. We all could be better today. We should have had the day off, but here we are. So, I'm appointing a public defender to represent you. Your bond, I find that there's probable cause for petty theft. Your bond is $500.
Okay.
No return to the scene and no contact with any witnesses. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, would the court consider lowering it to 250? That's all you can afford?
All right, 250 it is.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Public defender is appointed. All right, Stephen Young.
No.
Mr. Young, you're here today for trespass. You're welcome. Let's see. This is something else. Trespass after warning. I have reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find that there's probable cause. I'm appointing public defender to represent you. Your bond is going to be set at $200.
Okay.
Your Honor, the state extended a credit time, or I'm sorry,
Okay, that's cool.
a 5-day offer, which I'm assuming they're giving us the 2 days credit.
Yes. So, 5 days in the Orange County Jail, credit for time served for 2 days? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you have a plea form?
Filling it out now, Your Honor. I'm sorry, when I was here at the BRC, they used to give the misdemeanor pleables, plea forms to read back there, so they used to have them ready to go. And
Mm-hmm. I mean, you need to come back. Get everybody back into shape.
You don't want me back, Your Honor. Clerks know.
I'm not here. You can come back.
Okay.
I like having the plea forms filled out already.
Thank you so much.
I have 22 warrants in the queue. All right, Mr. Young, I'm showing you this plea form. Do you recognize it?
Yes.
All right, and there's a signature at the bottom. Is that your signature?
Yes.
Prior to signing this plea form, did you have the opportunity to review your case with your attorney?
Yes.
I'm appointing him as a defendant to represent you. Were you able to ask any questions that you needed to ask?
No.
Do you still have questions that you want to ask?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, perfect. Did anyone force you, threaten you, or coerce you to enter this plea?
No.
Other than the 5 days with 2 days credit for time served, were any promises made to you?
No.
All right. Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medication that would prevent you from understanding what is happening here today?
No.
How do you wish to plead to the charge of trespass?
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest. I find that you enter this plea freely and voluntarily after having the opportunity of reviewing this case with your attorney with whom you are satisfied, and therefore I will sentence you as follows. I will adjudicate you guilty of trespass after warning. I'm going to sentence you to 5 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for time served for 2 days. Your outstanding financial obligation will be due within a year, and good luck to you. All right, the next person that we have is Mark Timothy Boyle.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Boyle, how are you doing today?
Ma'am?
Great. You are here today for an out-of-county warrant, and therefore I'm gonna have you have to see your out-of-county judge in order to get a bond on this case. Public defender is appointed to make sure you get transported correctly. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, I just say as a public defender that gets those cases that get assigned, it creates a lot of extra work on our end when we are appointed provisionally on those cases. I thought that stopped.
Okay.
Just because it creates a whole file in our system that we then have to go do the review. My secretary has to open it. We have to upload documents. Like, it creates a whole thing only for us to find out, oh, he got taken to Seminole.
Okay. All right, so we will appoint you then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Alberto Omar Brandy Rivera.
Medical, Your Honor.
Medical. All right, so he is an out-of-county warrant, so, well, his bond is set at $1,000. I'll take no action on his other cases. Coman Hall. Is that you, Mr. Hall?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have an out-of-county warrant. Luckily, your judge set bonds on your case as follows. $1,000 on count 1 and $500 on count 2. Good luck to you. Cantona Murray. What did you say? Bonded? Oh, are you Mr. Murray?
Yes.
How are you doing today? Great. Well, you are here today for violation of probation. I'm appointing a public defender to represent you, and you'll need to see your division judge in order to get a bond. Good luck to you. Sabrina Perez. All right, Miss Perez, you are here for an out-of-county warrant, and your judge did not give you a bond, so you have to see your judge to get a bond. I'll take no action on your 2021 CF 900880 case. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Terrence Smith.
Terrence Smith, Your Honor?
Yes.
What's the booking number?
Booking number 21021669. Polk County.
Terrence Smith. Yeah, he's out of county.
What happened to the Terrence? Oh, he refused.
You refused?
Refused.
All right, well, this is his initial appearance, and he's an out-of-county warrant, so he'll have to wait to get transported. Good luck to him. Terrence Taylor. Hi, Mr. Taylor, how you doing today? Good. Well, you're here for an out-of-county warrant. Luckily for you, your judge set a bond at $1,000. So good luck.
You have two of those, Your Honor?
Sometimes I don't know if they're just copies, because you guys always give me two. It's two different ones, well, $1,000 on each.
It's,
The second case is a different amount.
What is?
2,000.
I see 1,000,
Maybe right
1,000.
underneath it. What's the next case behind it? In your set.
Oh, the next case, okay. Yes. So $1,000 on one matter in Polk County. And then the next case that you have out of county, Seminole County. We're both Seminole County. The other one's 2,000. 1,000 and 2,000. Good luck to you.
That was 1,000 for each, Your Honor?
1,000 for one and 2,000 for the next.
I don't
Thank
know.
you.
This is out of county, so we can't do anything. You got bonds though. Call the bondsman. You'll be able to get it.
Mr. Warren. Christopher Adams, you are here
Good morning,
today.
Your Honor.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Oh, afternoon. Excuse me.
Afternoon. You are here today for violation of probation, so you'll have to see your division judge for a bond. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Code defendant appointed.
Typically like 3 weeks.
And he. Cherhonda Atkins. You do not qualify for pretrial release, and you have a new law violation of possession of meth, MDA, ecstasy, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I have reviewed your charging affidavit. I do find that there's probable cause. For both counts, I'm setting your bond as follows. Count 1, 1,000. Count 2, 100. And you also have violation of probation, so you'll have to see your division judge for the violation of probation. You also have a failure to appear for case number 2020 CF 5987. You'll have to see your division judge for that case as well. Good luck to you, ma'am. Daryl Ayers.
Yes, ma'am.
You're Daryl?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry about that. You are here today for a violation of probation, and you'll have to see your division judge for that. Good luck to you. Code defendant is appointed to represent you. Francisco Gonzalez. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, you are here today for violation of probation. And let's see, that is it. So I'm appointing the defendant to represent you, and you'll have to see your division judge. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, can I say something?
You have an attorney, so if you want to talk about your case, you need to talk to him, okay?
Later. There's not much we could do on probation.
Good luck to you.
I was gonna go to probation.
You're-
Making a payment.
I know, but at this point, your rights are lessened when you're on probation. That's why they can.
No, I never went on probation. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Payment and
Rakist Hamilton.
Your Honor, he's medical.
Medical. All right, well, he's also here for violation of probation, so this will be his initial appearance. I'm waiving his appearance, appointing the public defender to represent him, and he'll have to see his division judge for a bond. Jacob Mound. Mr. Mound, is that you? No? What's going on with Mr. Mound? Who?
That's the next guy.
Oh, you're Owens, correct? All right, let me find out what happened to Mr. Jacob Mound.
And Your Honor, on Mr. Mounds, he has the violation of probation warrant, which states $7,500 with PTR and RUA. Can you just strike PTR, because he does not qualify, and just keep RUA?
Okay. Well, why would I say RUA? He's gonna go back to his probation officer. I'm striking that too. All right, so Mr. Mound, how are you doing today?
Good, how about you?
Very, very well. So you are here for violation of probation. Your judge set the bond at $7,500. Okay, they did say PTR, but you don't qualify for PTR, and they also said random year analysis, but you're on probation. So what I'm gonna order you to do is you can pay your bond, $7,500, and report your probation 24 hours upon release. Okay? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
One question, ma'am.
Yes?
How do I know who my public defender is?
They will send you a nice little card.
Okay, all
luck
right,
to you.
thank you.
All right, we have here DeAndre Owens. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Very well. All right, you're here today for violation of probation. And from Gainesville? And you also have some new law violations for grand theft auto and 4 counts of resisting officer without violence. I did have the opportunity to review your arrest affidavit. I do find that there's probable cause for your new law violations. Your bonds are as follows. Count 1, $1,000. Count 2 through 5, $100 each. I did say the public defender is appointed, but you also have your violation of probation. You need to see your division judge for a bond on that case. Good luck to you, sir. Oscar Rodriguez. Okay, you are here today for violation of probation. I am appointing public defender to represent you. You do have to, huh? Oh, you have David Webster? Okay, so we're not gonna appoint the public defender to represent you, but you do need to see your division judge for a bond. Good luck to you. Tonjay Smith.
How you doing, man?
Doing well, and yourself?
Doing good. Yeah, I got a lawyer named Leslie Sweet.
I'm sorry?
I got a lawyer named Leslie Sweet.
Okay. All right, so we will not appoint the public defender to represent you. You have Miss Sweet. Keep in contact with her. You have new law violation, fleeing and eluding, and driving with a suspended license or revoked. I do find that there's probable cause. Your bond is set at $1,500 for count 1, and I'll set your bond at $100 for count 2. And you also have a violation of probation, so you need to see your division judge for that. And I'm sure Ms. Sweet will be filing the motion. Good luck to you.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor, on the previous defendant, Oscar Rodriguez, did you have any paperwork on a theft of state funds case?
I did see that in the background. I thought that was what he was on probation for.
Yes, and he also had a new case. It was endorsed, but he never seen IA, so I guess they need to.
It wasn't on our list.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Proceed.
All righty. John Payton. How are you doing today?
Okay, considering.
All right. Well, you're here today for disorderly conduct. Definitely a different type of disorderly conduct. I had to look at that twice. But I found that there's probable cause based on the part of the statute that they gave you disorderly conduct. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you in this case, and your bond is set at $100.
Your Honor, would the court consider releasing him on his own recognizance? I mean, I don't even think that there's PC here. Those statutes have been found unconstitutional as applied, not unconstitutional on its face, which gives the officers leeway to make these types of arrests. This doesn't seem like there's any disorderly conduct here, at least not.
I had some issue with that, but I had to look up the statute. Because I said, what is this? I'll go ahead and ROR him, that's fine.
Your Honor.
It looks more like panhandling as it's short.
Yes, sir.
We'll give you dates, just make sure you stay in touch with us.
All right, Janice Vaughn.
Yes.
Janesse. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. You are here today for disorderly conduct. I have reviewed the arrest affidavit and the statute as applied here. I do find that there's probable cause. I will go ahead, based on the last defendant, which is similar circumstances, I'll ROR you in this case. Thank you. All right, and that is it. We still made it before 2 o'clock with all the hiccups. Yay! So relieved, so relieved. Jesus. We are adjourned. I really thought we weren't gonna get